I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.
Previously, the racer nicknamed the Baby Alien got it while competing in the 2024 Spanish MotoGP last Sunday. Lorenzo was amazed to see the impressive performance shown again by the Baby Alien. The three-time MotoGP champion is of the opinion that Marquez has managed to appear free and is slowly showing his revival after having slumped. It's actually difficult to match yesterday's good start, but he, Marc Marquez, managed it. He shot very confidently from 13th on the starting grid to the second podium. Good in the sprint race session on Saturday, as well as in the full race session on Sunday. So why is the racer, who is fully supported by the Indonesian lubricant manufacturer Federal Oil, stealing the audience's attention? Marc said that there were many things that made him have to work hard to maximize the potential of the Ducati Desmacedesi GP23. Marc Marquez is considered to have taken revenge on Francesco Bagnaia after performing a maneuver on the last lap of the 2024 French MotoGP at the Le Mans circuit, Sunday. In this race, Marc Marquez won the second podium behind Jorge Martin. However, considering that Marquez started from 13th position, this achievement was extraordinary. What are Lorenzo's next comments? What influenced Marc Marquez so strongly? What kind of fever does Marc Marquez harbor for Bagnaia? Watch until the end so you don't get misinformed. And here is the full news. MotoGP legend Jorge Lorenzo praised the performance of Marc Marquez, Gresini Ducati, in the 2024 French MotoGP. According to Lorenzo, Marquez managed to perform extraordinary even though he failed to win. Marc Marquez appeared impressive at the 2024 French MotoGP event. The 31-year-old racer succeeded in getting a second podium after fighting hard at the Le Mans circuit, Le Mans, France on Sunday. This is Marquez's second consecutive podium in the 2024 season. Previously, the racer nicknamed the Baby Alien got it while competing in the 2024 Spanish MotoGP last Sunday. Lorenzo was amazed to see the impressive performance shown again by the Baby Alien. The three-time MotoGP champion is of the opinion that Marquez has managed to appear free and is slowly showing his revival after having slumped. It's actually difficult to match yesterday's good start, but he, Marc Marquez, managed it. And most importantly, he has a lot of patience, a lot of calm to find his rhythm and little by little, to be able to catch Pecco, Francesco Bagnaia, and Jorge Martin, said Lorenzo as quoted by Motosan, Monday. When you come out of a bad and difficult situation, from so much suffering like Marc, a good result, even if it is not a victory, feels like glory, he continued. Meanwhile, Lorenzo admitted that he felt entertained watching MotoGP this season. He said the racers succeeded in showing competition and sportsmanship emotions to show an interesting spectacle. From Qatar to Le Mans, all races are spectacular, with a lot of emotion. And in Jerez, only Martin's fall prevented the trio from fighting to the end, said Lorenzo. But this time the three of them stayed with their bikes and we were able to be the best, with the best bike, fighting and giving everything until the end. In the end Jorge won but Bagnaia or Marc could have won perfectly, he said. On the other side, Gresini Racing Team racer Marc Marquez gave a big surprise when he competed in the 2024 French MotoGP. He shot very confidently from 13th on the starting grid to the second podium. Good in the sprint race session on Saturday, as well as in the full race session on Sunday. So why is the racer, who is fully supported by the Indonesian lubricant manufacturer Federal Oil, stealing the audience's attention? Marc said that there were many things that made him have to work hard to maximize the potential of the Ducati Desmacedesi GP23. Remembering that in the acceleration zone after a slow corner, he felt that his motorbike was not as good as a motorbike with GP24 specifications. However, in other zones such as fast corners and chicanes, S-corners, he felt very good. My pace was good and considering my starting position, we saved our Sunday. Not only can we be complacent, but now we are looking at Barcelona with a clear picture of what we need to improve, so as not to repeat the same mistakes we made at the start of this weekend. Of course the goals are different, but we take all the positive things we can from this weekend, explained Alex Marquez. Thanks to Marc Marquez's 2 double podiums at the 2024 French MotoGP, the race for the 2024 MotoGP World Champion title is now wide open for Marc Marquez, who currently has 89 points and is in 3rd place in the standings. Meanwhile, Alex Marquez, who managed to finish in 10th position in the French MotoGP, is now in 11th position with a total of 33 points. As part of the big supporters of the Gresini racing team, Federal Oil, which is under PT ExxonMobil Lubricants Indonesia, PTEMLI, which has experience in making motorbikes, will definitely be more comfortable appreciating Marc Marquez's achievements. Moreover, the podium was the presentation of the Gresini Racing MotoGP team's 1000th race, as well as placing the 8-time world champion racer in 3rd place in the standings for the 2024 MotoGP World Champion title. Market Development General Manager of PTEMLI, Rami Averti, said that the results of the Gresini Racing MotoGP team's 1000th race at the Le Mans circuit were an interesting spectacle for Federal Oil TM consumers and also MotoGP fans in Indonesia. Our full support to the team in this world-class race is starting to show significant improvements in performance and achievements after the joining of Marc Marquez. There is no need to doubt Marc Marquez's experience and talent, because he is very competitive relying on the Ducati Desmosedici GP23. Even though he started the race from 13th position, he managed to secure podium 2 at the end of the race, said Rami Averti. It was a very good start, although not as good as the previous race. There was more time today to mount a comeback and our pace was strong. I lost a bit of time beforehand, which certainly wasn't easy to pass. Then, as I caught up, I hoped for a final chance to attack. And I felt comfortable with having something more in the last lap, so I took a gamble, and it worked, said Marc Marquez. The results of this race show that Marc Marquez continues to be consistent and increasingly comfortable in fighting for the best results with the team. This is of course in line with Federal Oil TM, which continues to strive to provide products and services that will certainly make Indonesian motorists more comfortable. Federal Oil TM will continue to support the Marquez brothers, who will compete in the next series at the Barcelona circuit, Catalunya on 24 to 26 May 2024, and look forward to the 2 racers being on the podium together, concluded Rami Averti. In other information, Marc Marquez is considered to have taken revenge on Francesco Bagnaia after performing a maneuver on the last lap of the 2024 French MotoGP at the Le Mans circuit, Sunday. In this race, Marc Marquez won the 2nd podium behind Jorge Martin. However, considering that Marquez started from 13th position, this achievement was extraordinary. Former MotoGP racer from France, Sylvain Guintoli, appreciated Marquez's action in maneuvering Bagnaia. In Guintoli's eyes, Marquez's racing instincts from his heyday with Honda have returned. The old instincts were there. He saw a gap and looked for it. I actually don't know how the motorbike turned. He came so fast, and from quite a distance, said Guintoli, quoted by Motosan. Usually you open yourself up and do what Enea Bastianini did. But she has done well and taken revenge for Jerez, Guintoli added. At the 2024 Spanish MotoGP in Jerez, Marquez and Bagnaia compete for the championship position. However, Marquez lost quickly to Bagnaia. By winning back-to-back second podiums in 2 races, Guintoli believes Marquez is quite able to adapt to the Desmosedici GP23, which in fact was a factory Ducati motorbike last season. The bike is quite close, in terms of performance, but this is a 2023 bike. The adaptations have definitely worked, said Guintoli.
I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space, coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make